Hey guys, my name is Andrew89 here. I got my mic working, and I just want to apologize in advance for the quality. It's not very great. I mean, I just kind of ran and picked it up because I had some problems with my other one. But today I kind of want to go over a game called Guncraft, and some of you may not know about it. It's on Steam, and it's not really getting a whole lot of attention. It was greenlit. It's actually a really fun game. I enjoy it. And where I actually am now is this place called the Gunsmithing area, or Boundary. What you can do here is literally build your gun, pixel by pixel, and you can add parts to it, all stuff like that, and then if it gets approved by the community, you can use it. And I'm just going to kind of show you some of the guns that I already have, and the pros and cons of gunsmithing. So, right now, I'm just going to go to escape, gun, and then I'm going to try and pick up, one that doesn't look too bad. So let's see, where is it? Scar. It's a sniper rifle, I don't want that. Scar LD, okay. Now, just turn off the grid. This is a gun that I made. It's a Scar, obviously. And I put a lot of time and detail into it. And there's a couple problems that I kind of want to address. Right here, these were indented. But there's this thing, as you can see in the top left corner, that says gun complexity to gun too complex. Well, this gun actually isn't too complex. But there are some parts of it that I needed to fix because it made it too complex. For instance, there were too many teeth on the rail before. These had a bunch of indents in them. And I can actually show you a version that is really complex, and to the fact that it's too complex and some parts actually weren't showing up. And I actually had to delete half of it, which was a bit annoying, but it's okay because you don't really see that in third person because there is no third person view in this game. So let's just go to load guns. Go down to MG. Now I've made a belt-fed version, and I wrote "you mad" on one side, and I actually was mad when I made this. As you can see, it's belt-fed, and it takes up a lot of extra space. The gun is in fact too complex, which means that parts of it will not render unless it's undercomplex. Now this also says too complex, but it's not. I actually cut off at least half of the gun in this area. Like, I got rid of all the detail, I got rid of all that stuff. Right here, it does not matter if you have pieces like this that are just, like, inside the gun. Like, these parts, it doesn't matter. As long as they're completely, like, these are indented, though. So these do take up space. Like, what happens is, with the rendering, it has to render each side of the block, unless it's touching another block, kind of like Minecraft, but in a sense, Guncraft really isn't anything like Minecraft, sorry about that. But it has to render all of these blocks, except the ones on the inside, because I can see through them. And what happened was, I'd have a lot of detail on this side, and it wouldn't be able to show up. Now, guns you guys would probably make if you got this game wouldn't be this complex. I mean, I spent a lot of time on just one of the Scars, and then I modified it to suit every need, and I actually uploaded it to the Steam Workshop, so that other people who had some problems with guns, or making them in general, could actually use them and wouldn't be stuck with the default guns. So, here's basically what the gun looks like. You go to Assign Stats, and you've got that. Yeah. But from first person, it doesn't look too bad, and I'm actually going to go into this. I don't know how long, recoil on. I don't know how long it's going to take to load because of fraps. I've never really done this. Oh, wow, that was easy. Now, as you can see, it really doesn't look that bad. I mean, it sounds a tad annoying, I'm not going to lie. It's got the SMG on it, the SMG sound. Well, with this gun, you can edit them after they are approved in any gun, I should really say. You go, actually I can show you that, but what I really like about this area, by the way, is called the firing range. Basically, you have a bunch of test dummies, some vehicles, some targets, and you just shoot at them to make sure your gun's not complete trash. You spend all this time on it, you can't really use it, it's trash. That would suck. It's happened to me before, it's happened to a lot of people before they introduced rebalancing your guns. Basically, we have a bunch of test dummies over here, and as you can see, each one is doing something different. This one is holding my gun, and this is what it looks like from first person. It doesn't look too bad. You go from the side, yeah, you got "you mad" on it, and you have absolutely no detail because this took up so much detail. You go over this guy, he's walking with it. You have this guy, he's running with it, and this guy is reloading. Now, like I said, this is basically for testing. You can shoot at them from a distance, or you can just walk up to things and shoot them, like this helicopter, for instance. Now, obviously, helicopters, hover bikes with machine guns on them, and tanks are going to have a lot more health, so I'm really happy that they had the vehicles placed here. So that just makes things a lot of fun. That's a bouncing Betty, didn't seem to work. Oh! Well, on this gun, I just remembered, I rebalanced this gun. This was approved a long time ago, and I rebalanced it. Now, I'm just going to go to exit firing range, and as you can see here, I'm actually going to reset everything, just to show you. You have a bunch of different things. You have player damage, block damage, vehicle damage, shots per second, red dot, zoom, hip fire spread, scope spread, clip size, number of clips, recoil, sound set, weapon style, attachment point, dual wield, and the iron sight. The iron sight, you basically make that in like pink.net. But this is not the only archetype. And by archetype, I mean you have assault rifles, submachine guns, sniper rifles, shotguns, explosives, melee, and then you can basically choose anything. I mean, say you have an M16 with a bayonet on it. Well, you can't go up and use it as a melee weapon, but what you can do is make the same gun. Well, you can actually use the same file, just change the archetype and save it to something else. Go to melee, and that looks kind of derpy. You can change the size here. Go to melee. Now, you can't currently change the type of way it's held, which is a bit of a problem right now. But you can change the type. So sword does most damage. Hammer, not too sure. Pickaxe, it's really well balanced. And the drill just destroys blocks faster. But what I was saying, so you have the M16 with the bayonet, and you want to be able to use that bayonet. Yes, this looks terrible. What you can do is, you can just hit them with it, and have it in melee. Now this looks really stupid. Really, really, really stupid. But, that's just basically it.